Good evening everybody and welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks with myself, Plates. Okay, so I've been having a little bit of fun lately in the Matilda.
Time to roll out.
This was one of the battles where I was on my own. I wasn't platooned up with anybody. But stay tuned because there is a battle where I am platooned up with Blade. So we're here on, is it, I can never pronounce half of these maps. Is it Muravanka? Sounds so wrong. But yeah, I'm here, I'm on my own, I'm in the Matilda. So I'm pushing off down the 1-2 line. But it looks like everybody else is going down. So there's only myself and a couple of others here. So hopefully we don't meet too much resistance. So I'm sneaking up, waiting for something to be spotted up. Trying to keep as much of the tank covered as possible. Not doing a very good job of it. I do admit that. I'm not the best, but I try. And surprisingly, so far nothing spotted up except for the one that's just appeared on the hill near the lighthouse. So wait around a little bit, keep checking it out. But nothing. So I decide let's move up. As you can see on the map, there's a lot near the Magic Forest. There's a couple in the town. So it's a little bit of a standoff between the two sides there. So I'm no use down there. So I'm creeping up. And hopefully I can get some shots off. Because that's what I'm here for at the end of the day. So it's quite a good matchup for the Matilda. One of the top tanks, top tier. So let's see what we can do.
Critical hit.
So I've got a critical and a ding. No penetration.
We didn't even scratch them.
Another ding, non-penetration. And as you're about to see, that is the story of my life for quite some time. Total complete miss. A ding. Another miss. No idea where that one went.
That one didn't go through.
Another ding.
Penetration.
And finally, we got a penetration.
We've lost the track. One of
Now
our
I'm
tracks
receiving
is
hits.
damaged. We're
It's obviously
immobilized.
coming from the town. So I need to back off from there a little bit.
Got him.
And I managed to kill the one that's been
Hit.
hanging around the lighthouse.
We didn't even scratch them.
Another ding, and then I took a blind shot. So far, all quiet on the western front. Or the eastern front. So I relocate a little bit, because obviously they had me marked up.
That one bounced.
A ding.
Critical
Again.
hit.
Another one.
Penetration.
Hey. So as you can see, there's 4 of us left, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of themselves.
Ricochet.
And a ding.
Enemy is hit.
And a penetration. Pardon me, I'm just getting over a cold. So now there's 2. There's 2 against 7. Now, what do we do? There's not really a lot we can do. So, I've already thought I'm staying here. I'm not going anywhere. I've got a view of the battlefield. I've got a view of the cap zone. So it's base defense. This, like I say, this tank, I can't go and put it down there. It'll get tore up. And there's one there trying to sneak into the base. Yeah, because if I went down, I mean, the Matilda has good armour, but she will get tore up with 7 tanks left. The medium 2. I don't know what I was doing there.
Gotcha.
We managed to take the 2 out. So that leaves 6. The LTP with me is spotting up.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Enemy is hit.
One more.
Enemy armor is hit.
Okay, just one more then.
They're knocked
He's
out.
gone. So that leaves 5.
Penetration.
So I'm aiming at the turret ring here.
Ricochet.
I find it a bit of a weak spot. I was dinging this tank while it was in the town, so it's payback time.
Enemy
He's
armor
gone.
is destroyed.
So that leaves 4. So we're sticking together, we're not going anywhere. I'm still taking fire so they can see me, but I'm not seeing them yet.
Optics repaired.
And as the LTP driver said there, we stay here. And I agree, 100%. So all we can do is keep scouting, hopefully pick them up, and cross our fingers we manage to take them out. If they all come at us once, we've had it. As you can see on the map, the last locations they were spotted, but they could be creeping around anywhere. They could even be coming in behind us. And the Matilda's spotted up. She's gonna stick her nose out. Here we go.
Penetration.
Not too sure where it was heading. There's the Matilda.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Good night, sweetheart. Now they seem to be revealing themselves one at a time, which is good for us. But not too good for them at the moment. So they're down to 3. 5 kills. LTP still in the bush, spotting them up for me as soon as they stick their noses out. Who's next? He's back again.
Penetration. Ricochet. Penetration. They're knocked out.
And that leaves 2. So that's the top gun. So continue what we were doing and wait for the onslaught. There's one.
Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is destroyed.
So the tides have turned. 2 against 1 in our favour. And there he is. He's just not got the gun depression for him. So I let him come to us. But I didn't need to. The LTP took it out. So, base defence. It worked. We managed to take 7. Okay, stats. Okay, I managed to damage 8. And out of those 8, I killed 7. I got the top gun, steel wall, and sharpshooter. So good game. 22,000 credits, 1,342 experience, and that wasn't a ×2. So yeah, nice healthy game, I think. Okay, team score. Managed to top the board with the 7 kills and just over 1,000 damage. Commander Adler I have to give thumbs up to Commander Adler there. He was spotting up most of the stuff whilst I was picking them off. And I'm sure without him being there doing that, it'd have been a totally different story. The rest of the team, they put down a bit of damage, but I think they got bogged down a little bit in the town, and unfortunately it didn't work out for them. Okay, the detailed report. I fired 41, 34 direct hits, 22 penetrations. As I say, as you saw in the video, you just saw ding, ding, ding. It was unbelievable. Just over 1,000 damage. I received 14 hits, 6 penetrations, 8 non-penetrations, with a potential damage of 1,461. Damaged 8, destroyed 7, and came out with 16,000 for my efforts. Fun game. You know, base defense. Matilda is a stubborn bitch when she wants to be, and this video will show you what it's like when you have 2 Matildas on base defense. Okay, so in this one I'm platooned up with Blade. We're on Erlenberg, and we decided as soon as we loaded in it was a bit too slow and cumbersome to be travelling across the open ground all round up the top side of the map. So we decided we're going to sit at the Abbey. Hopefully the team will go out, spot some up, and we can give them some supporting fire. We are the top tier tanks, and usually the top tier tanks will go out into the face of the enemy, but with us being slow and cumbersome on a bit of an open map, we decided against it, and decided, like I say, to do the support role. So we picked our spots, and the team was already out there. By the time we just got to the church, they were already spotting them up. So it's a case of pick your target and do some damage.
Enemy armor is damaged.
As you can see on the map, there's a massive clump in the middle. There's a couple coming round on the top left corner, but there's nobody been spotted on the bottom bridge yet, and our team are already across. So we're just waiting for them to be spotted, and then, you know, check if we can lay some fire down, and if we can, do so. Blade's just off to the left of me at this point. This is the only problem with the map. There's a lot of houses that seem to have struck your shot. There's big open ground in front, but then a big clump of houses in the middle, which seem to always get in the way. Blade's bagging himself some damage there. He seems to have a clearer view at the moment than myself. Surprisingly, I've not received any hits yet. So it's a fairly even match, 5-6.
Critical hit.
The team's still pushing, still spotting. Gonna have to give props to them for that. We've just lost a couple more tanks, unfortunately. And it's mainly on the left hand side. Looks like we've just lost the last up the top. There's one left in the middle and there's a couple left down the bottom. And surprisingly, we have nothing to shoot at all of a sudden. Take a blind shot. So as you can see now, we're down to 4. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are outnumbered 2 to 1. So it's a case of batten down the hatches and weather out the storm. So I'm trying to side scrape a little bit here. Managed to get a shot off. But he stops just behind the house. The lucky... yeah. So I cannot finish him off. Because I think I tracked him at the same time and he stopped directly behind the house. Jammy git. So we're now down to 3. 2 Matildas and Artie. Now I don't know where that shot just went. I don't know if it hit the house supports or hit the ground in front. But again, he got lucky. Will he be lucky the 3rd time? Just have to wait and see. So yeah, I'm side scraping. Hopefully if anything comes in it'll just bounce off. So me and Blade here, we're just playing back to back. He's covering the left, I'm covering the right. As and when we can support each other. You know, if any tanks come up Blade side I can spin round and vice versa. So there's nothing spotted at the moment. So I'll go back. One on the left.
Gotcha.
And we dispatch of him. That's now leaving 6. One managed to creep up to the ruins of the church. Blade's managing to get some shots on him there. So I decided to push around. We're also being capped. So we have to stop that as soon as possible.
Penetration.
Pop out.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Finish him off. Okay.
Enemy armor is
Receiving a few
damaged.
shots but managing to bounce them.
Vehicle destroyed.
And we stop the cap. Blade's now got another one on him there. He's reduced him to half health. So I'm coming in support. But he starts to push back. So I decide to spin round in case he starts to come round. But Blade finishes him off. Okay, so there's now 3. Blade spotted another. And Blade finishes him off as well. I don't think he needs me. Okay, so there's myself and Blade still in the Matilda. We have the RT. And there's 2 enemy. So at this point, myself and Blade, we was thinking, you know, what do we do? We're slow. We had a feeling the medium 3 was AFK, which just left the FCM. Do we push and go looking, or do we wait? You know, because if we push, they're quicker than us. They could come around the back and cap. You know, or they could just sit it out for the draw. Not that we want the draw, but they may be fairly happy with that at the minute. You know, but we decided, screw it, we'll go looking. If the medium 3's AFK, we're going to head directly in the open and across and see if we can pick him up. Like I said, we know the other one is active. You know, and just take our chance. If he spins around the back of us and starts capping, you know, we can spin round and hopefully stop them doing that. So we decide to move. And we're going to aim for the middle bridge, which will take us straight over to the cap. And if they do cap, obviously we can come straight back over and hopefully stop them, you know, capping our base. We've been a little tentative at the minute. Just having a few spots before we leave. Then we say screw it, let's go. So our artie's pushed up into the church. He's gonna stick with and hopefully support from the abbey. Oh, and we've spotted up the FCM.
Enemy armor is hit.
I get a hit and Blade finishes him off again. So Blade's on 5. I'm on 3. And we have, like I say earlier on, what we believe is a AFK medium 3. So we start heading to spawn. Looks like our artist tagging on for the ride. And to our surprise, he's not AFK. He's actually sneaking up around. So we instantly turn about and start heading in his direction. Now at this point we don't really have much to fear. He's a tier below us. You know, he can damage us, but nothing spectacular. Now I was saying to Daz, or Blade, you know, you're on 5 kills, what do you want to do?
Enemy armor is hit.
So I reduce him down, and then I get a little cheeky. As you can see, I could have finished him off there. But I've said to Daz, you're on 5, you deserve it. Come and get the top gun. So I'm just keeping him busy, I suppose. You know, just lining up, letting him shoot at me, angling my armour, waiting for Blade to arrive to finish him off and receive his Top Gun award. Here he comes. He's done it. So Blade gets his 6th kill and his Top Gun. Okay, so the stats. Before anybody has any heart failure, when they look at 298,000 credits, that was because I got the 15th win. And in September, if you get 15 wins in 24 hours, you receive 250,000 credits. So, yeah, I didn't do that good. So I picked up the Brothers in Arms, because myself and Blade both got over 3 kills each, and we survived. And I also got the Confederate medal and 973 experience. Okay, team score. I topped the board with 924 damage, 3 kills. Blade was second, 878 damage, 6 kills. And our arty was in 4th, 335 damage, 2 kills. Rest of the team, apart from the Stewart, with 309 and 2 kills, didn't really do much, is the word, I suppose. They kind of sucked out a little bit, I suppose. I couldn't really see what was going on from where I was, but yeah, they didn't do too well. Okay, detailed report. Shots fired 36, direct hits 20. That's pure damage. Or should I say, hit ratio. Nearly half of what I fired missed. Not good. But of those 20 hits, there's 20 penetrations, 924 damage. I received 6 hits, 1 penetration, 5 bounces, for a potential damage of 565. I damaged 9, destroyed 3, and did 73 spotting damage. And 22 defense points. Okay, so Blade sent me a screenshot of his score from the game. He received 36,000 credits and he got over 1,000 experience. He got Steel Wall, Top Gun and Brothers in Arms. So yeah, overall a good game. Again, it was another case of base defense, which the Matilda in those type of battle setups, you know, we were top tank, so it was good matchmaking on both behalves in both games. But even alone, as you saw in the first game, you can hold the enemy off as long as you have somebody who's willing to help out spotting up. But also when you get two of yous in a platoon in Matildas, you know, you can hold off so many tanks. Double the firepower. They see one Matilda, and then they see a second, come round the corner, all guns blazing. They're not a happy bunny at the end of the day. If you don't drive the Matilda, and you want a fun tank that can take a bit of damage, and put the damage down, you know, give the Matilda a try. Good fun. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.